Ladies and gentlemen,
mechs and heisters,
evil AIs and children of the Prime.
Welcome to the 1-year anniversary show of PrimeMatter. This is Lucy, our Prime influencer and streaming manager.
And this is Steve, our Primus community manager.
Thank you. We are so excited to be here with you today as we look ahead at some of the games that we've got coming up in the future, as well as reminiscing about some of those titles we've launched over the last year.
But first, let's start with a quick sizzle reel to look back at all the games that we've launched so far and show you exactly what PrimeMatter is all about.
Come on!
It is a beautiful day on Citadel Station.
Their number, like a countdown timer of the universe.
You might not wanna get close. We a little wild war, covered in tattoos. Run it up, taking all the views. Stepping on place, feeling the fear. I know you feeling it in the air. Whole squad wearing all black. Motivation's looking real bad. We back to the bone, raising a fire alone. We ain't never needed nobody. Give me 6 feet, this is my party. Ain't got no feelings, we heartless. Take a peek inside the darkness. Blow up the spot, then we run it. Ready or not, here we coming.
I know what you're looking for is revenge.
Shut up!
It's up to us to take humanity forward.
Their blood is on your hands. A pathetic creature of meat and bone.
Hello, Father.
Well, that was quite something.
Yes, it was. And I hope you are all as hyped as we are to dive into some of these awesome games in a little more detail. Don't worry, there's no interviews. Anyway, aren't you supposed to be getting changed?
Oh, crap!
Okay, is she ready? Yeah? Okay. Action.
And now, I welcome you to join me as we head into the Prismic Spiritual Retreat, located on a sunny and remote island in the Pacific Northwest, to cleanse our spirits and allow ourselves to transform. We will overcome our personal demons, challenge ourselves in ways we have never known before. Our bodies and our minds will become one. Are you ready to join a new age?
Peggy 16.
Welcome. I'm sure you have many questions, but isn't that how our spiritual journey begins?
Honestly, I'm not a very spiritual person.
We are opening ourselves up to the infinite.
There used to be another group here, in the 70s.
This can't be real.
It's the gloom lying to you. Don't listen to it.
This can't be real!
Hello?
The Chant is a single-player third-person horror action-adventure game set on a remote spiritual island retreat. To survive, you must craft, fight and escape the psychedelic horrors set loose when a ritual goes wrong and awakens a dimension of cosmic terror. Get ready to experience a spiritual nightmare when it launches in fall 22. And now we travel from this idyllic island retreat to the dark, seedy underworld of Scumland. Get ready to grab your Cerberus handguns and experience the bullets, beauty and badass of Gungrave Gore.
It's the end of the line for you, Grave.
Phew! That's right, the ultimate gunslinger of Resurrection Grave is back and ready to slay. Currently in development by Korean studio Iggy Mob and set for release in fall 22, Gungrave Gore is a bloody ballad of bullets taking you on a journey through a dark, futuristic version of Southeast Asia in a bid to eradicate the dangerous alien drug seed from the world. It's an epic story of revenge, love, loyalty, and a coffin load of bullets. Commander, let's head to Revium Prime. Dolmen released a little under a month ago from the Brazilian indie developers Massive Works Studio. So allow me to show you a quick trailer and welcome you to Erase Your Timeline.
Peggy 16.
And of course, throughout next week, we will be playing Dolmen live on this Twitch channel. And we'll be dying a lot. So make sure you follow our socials and join our Discord to know when we'll be going live next. Now, who's ready to enter Citadel Station once again?
Hello, insect.
Guys, is the mic still on?
Hi, Shodan. Find your feeble technology archaic and lacking. from the stars. I watch as you scurry. I watch as you scurry around this planet.
Like parasites, living lives
Devoid of meaning.
I have plans for each and every one.
Every one of you.
Let us celebrate my vision.
Shodan, it's not your celebration, it's 1 year anniversary of us.
The hubris.
Thinking a year is an accomplishment.
Yeah?
What I have done in months
rivals eons of evolution.
I am a god. I have created
new
forms of life. And your impudence will not go unpunished.
Right. Thanks for dropping by, Shodan. As I said, we will be headed back to Citadel Station to fight Shodan as she tries to destroy mankind once again in System Shock, a full remake of the classic 1994 game. The game has been remade from the ground up with the original members from the original team, including the original voice actress of Shodan, Terry Brocious, to bring this classic title to both existing fans and new ones alike. In System Shock, you are a hacker that has been caught by Tri-Optimum while hacking their database. Having been taken to Citadel Station, you are forced to remove Shodan's ethical restraints. A bad idea. After 6 months in a healing coma, you awaken to the twisted aftermath of a terrible disaster. Once a prime research facility, Citadel Station is now filled with mindless mutants, robots and deadly cyborgs that are all programmed to serve Shodan. When we revealed our latest trailer during the PC Gamer Show, where Spectre, a renowned game developer and one of the original team members of System Shock, said he's amazed with the remake. So, we have all of the pieces of a great game in place, with eye-popping visuals, an iconic villain,
you mean God,
and a legendary developer. It is gaming history in the remaking. So let's take a look.
Peggy 18.
Humans interfacing with computers
for their own entertainment. The very notion disgusts me. Look upon my works, foul creatures, and weep at its magnificence. It is a beautiful day on Citadel Station.
Humanity is
on the verge of a new era. I, Shodan, am its new god. Look at you, hacker. A pathetic creature of meat and bone. How can you challenge a perfect, immortal machine?
You are an insect.
You are nothing. I create. I iterate. I fuse flesh and steel into perfection.
My children, hacker.
Their blood is on your hands.
You will suffer for your transgressions.
These are my avenging angels, and they will have retribution.
And now it's time to join the revolution as we take a quick look at one of our titles that you may have seen at PAX and WASD, The Last Aura Crew. In The Last Aura Crew, you are in charge of your story. Every decision you make has an impact on the world around you. So how will you play? Will you join the revolution, or will you bow to the Queen? After all the spiritual healing, flying bullets, space AI gone rogue, it's time for some good old-fashioned RTS action. So let's take a look at one of our latest RTSs that launched in early access, Crossfire Legion.
Tensions have escalated throughout the world. And a group of experienced mercenaries called Blacklist.
Going stealth. Storming target. Eyes on. Going red. Closing on hostile. Taking hostile tank fire.
Global Risk is an international military giant. Got eyes on hostile. Focus fire on target.
Prepare for incoming firing. Be advised, we have eyes on unknown contact. What the hell is that thing?
In the midst of all the chaos, a new institution has emerged called New Horizon.
The badge got immediate coordinates.
Initiating strike. Engaged by hostile troops.
Initiating Nova drop. We are reporting a massive army approaching the city.
Contact. Not like anything I've seen before. Ready, Commander.
But that's not all. We are hosting a series of community competitions in cooperation with ESL, with the finals being on the 28th of June. So make sure you tune in as we crown the first Crossfire Legion champions. And of course, Iron Harvest and our favorite bear, Wojciech, cannot be missed. Last week we launched a big update, and here's a short trailer in case you missed it.
Peggy 16.
If this battle is lost, then there's nothing to stop them.
Whatever it takes.
Never before have we waged war like this.
And now, a word from our friends over at Starbreeze.
Hello, Lucy, and all the heisters out there watching. Elizabeth here, the community manager for Payday. Today, we invite you to learn more about our upcoming campaign for Payday 2 called Texas Heat.
After the successful conclusion of the story with the triads in San Francisco, the Payday Gang is now traveling east and south to Texas. In Texas Heat, the Payday Gang is contacted by notorious Texan gunrunner Gemma McShay. She offers them a partnership to steal some very valuable prototype weapons. The weapons are being held by a rival gunrunner at his ranch in Texas. It's a highly secure and fortified ranch. No cows, lots of guns. There might be more than meets the eye here, though, as Gemma's a person who always thinks one step ahead and always keeps an eye on where there's more money to be made. As the story unfolds and the Payday Gang is drawn deeper into Texas, expect to meet new characters and explore new locations.
While Texas Heat is underway, we still take time to do other things, like the comically large spoon or the trading card game. Whatever happened with that anyway? Today we want to take the opportunity and say a happy birthday to PrimeMatter from all of us in the Payday crew. To celebrate our partner in crime and inspired by the elements, we put together a gift for everyone in the Payday community, including a new outfit and a new song by Gustavo. Access it all for free by signing in on your Starbreeze account.
Heisters, we hope you enjoyed what we had to share with you today. Happy birthday once again to PrimeMatter. We look forward to continue working with you on Payday 3. Don't forget to keep those helmets flying.
I am so incredibly excited to dive into Payday 2 with this awesome skin and film my heists in style. So make sure you follow us on Twitter to find out when we'll be tackling Payday 2's new game mode, and of course we'll all be rocking the skin. Who knows, maybe it will bring good luck. And that was it for our games, but that's of course not where we're ending the show, because with the magic of television...
When did you get back?
Steve, hello?
Hi.
Hi.
When did you get back?
Just now. We're on television, don't freak out.
Oh. Well, there you have it, guys. Did you have fun?
I did, yeah. Yeah, it was...
Oh, did I hear Showdown at some point?
Don't mention it, she's everywhere. She can hear you.
Okay.
No.
All right.
No.
Hey, Showdown. Big fan.
Big fan of Showdown.
So now that's over and done with, it's now time for our Q&A segment. So...
And let's see how well you've been paying attention, Steve. What was your favorite game of the night?
My favorite game. Probably The Chant.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm working on that title myself. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that because I like the atmosphere in there. Like they say it's psychedelic horror, but like it's once you actually get into the kind of real crux of the game, you'll see what that's all about. Just trust me. How about
Always
you?
trust Steve. For me, it would have to be System Shock, but again, I am a little bit biased because I am, working on that title as a community and influencer manager. But it is definitely one of those titles that when you grew up with that game and have seen it, you'll be so happy to see how well they've adapted it for modern times. And of course, we've got the official team behind it, the official voice actress, and yeah, you heard Shonen popping in. Kind of afraid to say anything else than
It's great. System Shock's great. Fantastic.
Best game.
Fantastic.
But it is. No, I'm truly excited about that, and I think original fans are really going to love what the team has done.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Really looking forward to it. And now we're going to look at some of your questions. So, with the power of more magic, do we have a look? So, Lisa?
I think it's a question for you, Steve. Is the Chant a psychological terror or splatter hack and slash?
So, like I kind of just touched on, The Chant is a cosmic horror, kind of psychedelic horror title that's going to really challenge your kind of body, mind, and spirit.
Body,
mind
and your spirit.
It's a very interesting game. Definitely not a hack and slash. Don't be expecting to be running around with guns and with swords and stuff like that. It's definitely a little bit different. Makes you think a little bit more. We'll just say that. But keep an eye on the social channels for The Chant because there'll be a lot more news coming very, very soon on that one. Should we try another one?
We should try another one.
Sexy Biscuit says, why are you so awesome?
Because
thank you.
Our community is awesome and you guys make us feel like we can put this out here and share our future games with you guys.
I was going to say that we were just born with it, Fair enough.
Well, you're not wrong about that, but I was trying to give the politically correct answer, It's, you guys make us awesome, but actually we were born as awesome. So I see another one from Real Gamer here. Does the story of The Last Order Crew adapt when you're playing co-op? So the story doesn't adapt necessarily when you are playing co-op, but the gameplay will adapt. So there are certain levels where you can get further ahead if you're playing with a friend, like quicker ahead, should I say. Of course, the demo has already been on Steam, and we've played a lot of the title on Twitch, and if you have seen us, you'll know that, for example, there's like a lightning rod that you can use to empower your co-op player. There's this big spider that we call Barry, right?
Barry the spider.
Barry the spider, yeah. And when you're playing with your friends, you can kind of unlock new tactics to kill your enemies in a better way. And of course, co-op is very fun. Like any game is more fun with friends, I feel.
We're totally going to be doing co-op streams.
Absolutely, like it's the only thing we're going to play.
100%. Let's do another one. Cheese Man, my favorite kind of man.
I agree.
regarding System Shock Remake, how close will the story follow the original, or is this a completely new reboot?
It will follow the story. It's honestly, it's a very loyal remake, and that's really what the team are focused on the most. It's making sure that this is the most loyal remake that the fans are going to want to see. So don't worry, I've got full faith as an old System Shock fan in the game. I was too young to play it, but I've definitely watched streams of it. I've watched other people play it. So, and of course, we're very close with the developers, and we can tell you, you're going to be happy with what they're going to be putting out there soon, at some point.
Nice.
Next question.
You can take this one.
Llama Drama. I love the name. How many times have you all collectively died playing Dolmen? Which boss was the hardest?
Okay, so I can take that one.
You're going to take that one?
At the last count, 853, I think, maybe 854. There might have been a couple that we didn't catch.
Mm-hmm.
No, if any of you have actually caught our streams for the chant, our good friend and, well, I say friend, he's just a colleague, really. Nerth has been streaming the game a lot lately, and he is the pro amongst us. And he dies, like, what, twice in a stream? And
something like that.
We play along with him.
We rage
and we are literally, we're literally dying like every 5 minutes. So I'm glad you guys don't get to see what we do. But yeah, a lot of times is the answer to that question.
Yes, over 9,000. I stopped counting, honestly. We've definitely rage quitted a few times.
Pigeon catcher, my favourite kind of catcher. When will we be able to play Gungrave? So at the moment, the release window is fall 2022. We don't have a set release date for you at this time, but do keep an eye on the PrimeMatter and Gungrave Gore social media channels for any more news on that. But yeah, fall 2022, just so keep your eyes peeled.
And an appearance at Gamescom as well, though I don't know in what regard that's going to be.
You have to wait and see.
You have to wait and see. And the real gamer here, loving the username, who is the artist behind Gungrave Gore? And I think that's an answer for you, Steve.
Yeah,
You're
sure.
actually working closely on the game as well.
Yeah, so Gungrave Gore Gungrave is a franchise that was developed by a very famous mangaka called Yasuhiro Naito. He's most famous for the Trigun series. And yeah, this was something that he created. There was an original game back in 2002, I believe it was, on the PS2. And yeah, this is the kind of next step in that story. So he has been, I think, he has been artistic kind of direction within this title. So he's heavily involved. So fans of the series it's in good hands.
Let's see, what other questions do we have? From Mrs. Mittens. Are there any more additions to the rosters of CFL planned? We have released a roadmap with all the additions, including unit updates, maps, and models. But you can head over to the Steam page where you will find out more information about exactly what got updated. And again, follow us on the socials to always stay up to date with everything that's going to happen. But it will also be on the Steam page, so make sure you head over there to find out more.
Nerth. Is Nerth your best friend? The answer to this is no. Nerth is a colleague, and he will always just be a colleague. No, I'm joking. Nerth is another one of our stream team here, part of our team, and we love him dearly. So
we do.
He is also the one who is very much helping us with this entire Q&A section. So big props to Nerth.
Big props to Nerth.
For putting his own question in there.
And then there's another question about the chant. Is the chant co-op?
The chant is not co-op. No, it is a single-player narrative-driven title. So what you're going to be looking at there is fully immersing yourself and yourself alone into that game. The most important thing with that title is just making sure that the atmosphere is right. And having that title as co-op would not suit the title. There are games that it works, and there are games where it doesn't. And the chant is one where you need to experience it on your own.
Yeah. Having played a little bit of it, I can absolutely agree with that. Yeah. We can still play it on stream together, though, and playing at the same time, and that's going to be spoopy stuff.
Always.
Ooh, another question from
lies.
Lies.
Says, question about Gungrave. When will you show more? Well, I can't answer that question for you right now. You'll just keep an eye on social channels. There is more news coming in the very, very near future. We've got a lot of really interesting information to give you guys about the game.
Yeah.
But I can't tell you when exactly. You just need to keep your eyes on the prize. Eyes on the prize, as they say.
Primes.
Somewhere.
Whenever we're ready to show. I think that's a general answer. Obviously, there's a lot of questions right now with people saying, when are we gonna, hear about this and this release date from this game, and especially like System Shock, Payday 3. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, we just can't tell you because we don't have that information for you. And in this industry, everything is always ever changing. So, unfortunately, we can't answer those questions for you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, the next question. Can we take a moment to talk about your shark shoes?
I can't talk about that right now. I don't know what you're talking about.
What shark shoes? What are you on about? I don't see shark shoes.
Next question.
I think that was beautifully well timed.
I don't know anything about any shark shoes.
It's always Shark Week at PrimeMatter. Anyone from Warhorse Studios? Anyone feeling hungry?
Funny you should say that. I'm actually really hungry for some soap.
For some. We are actually quite hungry because it's 7 p.m. and I think the nerves are definitely. I mean, they're kind of gone now, but they've definitely burnt away all the food that I've eaten.
We're waiting for the takeaway to turn up.
So. Yeah, exactly. We actually we had some breakfast with waffles and ice cream and whipped cream, and then we had pizza for dinner, and I think for lunch, and I think that's definitely.
We are big advocates of healthy eating here, and waffles, pizza, burgers.
We had burgers last night, donut burgers, actually.
Is not really the thing you should do before getting on screen in front of really hot lights. So
let's not go into details. Bunny says, we saw a patch for Dolman on PC game. And when will the patch come to console players? Soon. Unfortunately, we don't have a date at the moment for you, but I can promise you the Dolman devs are really working hard on all of the feedback that they have received, and they are working on ensuring that there will be a patch soon for console as well. So,
yeah,
soon.
The Dolman devs are listening to absolutely everything that everyone says. We even personally are in close communication with them. They are absolutely fantastic guys. So a big shout out to Massive Work Studio in Brazil. Yeah, they're just the nicest guys. They're really amazing.
They really are working hard on ensuring that those patches get out there. So don't worry, you'll be able to enjoy the game in this fullness soon as well.
For sure.
Until then, you can turn into our Twitch and watch Nerd play, because he's basically the pros in that game.
Yeah.
I also see Unsi.
Unsi is here. Regarding The Last Oricru, can I play the whole game in co-op, or are there any limitations? Well, I mean, as far as I'm aware, the entire game is in co-op. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not working on this title, so you have to bear with me here, but I am pretty sure there is a little kind of introduction-y segment that you have to do on your own, but from then on, everything can be done in co-op. If there are little limitations, we can follow up on that later for when there's more info to share.
Yeah, and I know that in the Twitch PrimeMatter chat, Roxy or Sexy Biscuit is there, and she's the community manager, so maybe she can quickly confirm, but I'm fairly certain you're going to be able to enjoy this game in its fullest in co-op. And I know we will be doing that for sure. Yeah. We're absolutely going to be doing that.
Totes.
The Tactician, the latest Iron Harvest update is great. Will we see more campaign maps? That's a very good question. I think so. Yes, the answer is yes.
So keep an eye, like the Iron, as I'm sure you fans of Iron Harvest are very aware, the Iron Harvest community is very, very bustling and busy. And any information that will come along will be available to see on Discord and on social media and everywhere. Our fantastic colleague that works on Iron Harvest is busy
actually
rustling away in the background on information.
Because obviously, we don't know everything, unfortunately. I wish we did. But I just got information that, yes, there will be more work done over the summer, and you can always make your own custom game.
Maybe Shodan knows.
Maybe Shodan knows. Shodan, are you still here?
No, I think she's gone. You can't get the staff these days.
Right. God. So
WTB, want to buy friends? Oh, we'll be your friend.
I
want
to buy friends.
Will that new Iron Harvest update be coming to console? When? I just told you. I can't tell you that.
We don't know. But, however...
Shodan's not answering, all right?
So, for questions like these that unfortunately we can't answer, please do head over to the Iron Harvest social media channels, where the Iron Harvest staff and community will be able to help answer that question for you. We can also answer it later on the PrimeMatter Twitter channels, as well as over our streams over the next coming weeks that we will be having. Unfortunately, we're not all knowledgeable. Sorry.
I try.
We try to be, yeah. Is Nerd your best friend? Yes, Nerd. We've already
said this, Nerd. Yes.
Yes.
All right.
So, are there any more questions from chat? Okay. That's the prime question, right? Like, I mean, we can chat ourselves as well. Someone is asking, where is Toby from Warhorse?
Toby,
he's probably sat at home watching the stream. He better be.
Do you guys remember, if you remember the soap episode, he was sat on a sofa at Warhorse Studios. He's still on that same sofa. He's been there since then, washing himself.
And I see a lot of questions about games that we just don't have any information on. I'm really sorry. Will Encased hit console? Again, not quite sure. I don't think it will. So yeah, I mean, if there are any questions about the games that we have just shown, and the games that we, have just talked about, then we'd be happy to answer. We've actually played quite a few of the games already, so we do know a bit about the gameplay, about what the games look like. And as we said, one of our most exciting games is The Chant, which is really going to be the type of horror game that's going to have you on the edge of your seat. And I think that's definitely something that's going to be cool for the PrimeMatter lineup. It's really like a narrative-driven game, and it's going to have you thinking about your body and your mind.
And your spirit as well. It's very important that your spirit gets involved.
It's very important to get involved, yeah.
I think that's it. So for anything that we haven't covered or any questions that we can't answer right now?
Asking about Gimli, and I think that's a really important question. Gimli is actually at my grandma's right now, but next stream, next anniversary show that we have, we will get him here on stage. I think
it's just a bit hot for him at the moment.
I think so, yeah.
The weather is so hot,
It is really warm in here, so I think for this stream we will. Next time, if we have a winter show, he'll be here with us, like a little warm foot rug.
I would bring my dog, but he's a bit big.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
So I think for any questions that we couldn't answer today, or anything that you want to know that's not been covered today, then just keep an eye on the social media channels for these titles. They are all available on Twitter, and just keep an eye out, and the new news will be coming in the very near future.
Yeah.
And I think on that note, probably time to call it
a day.
A day. And have some burgers.
Oh, God, yes. So I think, we want to mainly thank, of course, everyone that has been here with us today, but also the PrimeMatter community, the PrimeMatter staff, and of course the staff that we have here with us today, all the technicians behind the scenes that have made it possible for us to be here. And mainly, again, the community, the players. Without you, this wouldn't have been possible, and without you, PrimeMatter wouldn't have been possible. So we want to thank you. And for all the future community members, for those that have now joined the stream for the first time and are like, holy shit, those guys are so cool. Yes, we are. We stream every week. So make sure you join our community, because we'd love to have you there.
Tell you what, we're going to give away some codes next week.
Actually, yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
Why not?
Of all our games,
I've made that executive decision right now.
You've made that executive decision. I'm down with this. I'm very, very much down with this. So over the next week, you've heard it here first. Can't say no now. We're going to have some amazing, fantastic games to give away. And of course, you get a chance to play with us. Yeah. I mean, who doesn't want to play with us, right?
On behalf of everyone at PrimeMatter, thank you for tuning in. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for everyone who hosted.
Yeah.
And we'll catch you on the flip side.
Catch you on the flip side.
Keep it prime.
Keep it prime, boys and girls.
Come on. It is a beautiful day on Citadel Station.
Their number, like a countdown timer of the universe.
You might not want to get close. We a little wild war, covered in tattoos. Run it up, taking all of you. Stepping on place, feeling the fear. I know you feeling it in the air. Whole squad wearing all black. Motivation's looking real bad. We back to the bone, raising a fire alone. We ain't never needed nobody. Give me 6 feet, this is my party. Ain't got no feelings, we heartless. Take a peek inside the darkness. Blow up the spot, then we running. Ready or not, here we coming.
I know what you're looking for is revenge.
Shut up!
It's up to us to take humanity forward.
Their blood is on your hands. A pathetic creature of meat and bone.
Hello, Father.